Alright. So for those of you who don't know, I've been doing this one Dwarven Empire for quite a few turns. And I've been doing it on quite a few streams for the most part. Oh my fucking god, seriously, are you kidding me? 0 kilobits per second already. And then it just shoots back up to 4,000. Like, it's not consistent. You can't just, like, instantly rebound the other direction. Upload speed rarely needs to be super high. It just needs to be consistent, usually. For most games, stable connections, shit like that. My god. Ah, whatever. So I can't expect this thing to be as stable anymore. By the way, as I was saying, last time we were doing a lot of things with the Dwarven Empire, but the issue is that I was perusing the Steam section for mods, and there's actually quite a bit of interesting stuff you can actually find there, especially one that I would say changed the skill system to be a little bit more on par with that you would find in the other, say, races like lizards, high elves, dark elves, and Skaven. The ones that are actually the newer ones that have proper build trees and stuff like that. So, well, I actually wanted to try something new with that. And it was also just the issue of my other campaign being just a shitstorm. Like, a good solid 2 or 3 provinces would rebel every turn. Because there was just mass spread unhappiness throughout the entire continent. I don't know why. Most of the places love me, and yet no other faction was seeming to have an issue with rebellions. It was just my faction, even though I was investing heavily into local public order bonuses like breweries, so I'm not sure what the issue was. But now that we have this new fandangled systems going on here, I kind of want to try it with the new factions. Ah, glorious, glorious. With the Chaos Warriors and the Wood Elves. I wouldn't mind playing the Wood Elves. Except at the same time, I don't want to pay like close to $40 to get these other places. Oh yeah, that's right. I completely got this faction unlocker that allowed me to play any faction at any time. Ah, yes. Troublesome starting position with high chaotic corruption and very hostile neighbors. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. These I actually kind of want to see. So you basically beat any faction.
You know who I am.
But at the same time, a lot of these factions are pretty damn easy.
There is no limit.
That's right. A lot of these places start off as generic units. Well, look at that. Every single one is the exact same. That's funny. To be expected, though. I wonder if the other factions are unlocked, like the Wood Elf ones. Ah, yes, and they have the downloadable content ones. I like that you can play as the Chaos Warriors even without the expansion, or as the Beastmen without the expansion. Oh, that's cheeky. Can you play as the High Elves without the, or not High Elves, the Forest Dwellers? Yes, you can. Oh my god.
The forest calls.
But at the same time, you're also not playing the correct ones. That's awesome. I can play as the Forest Elves without the DLC. Oh my god. That has to be like... I'm surprised they're not banning these mods. Because I feel like this would be something to be like, wow, you guys are subverting our DLC by allowing you to play this shit.
You have my hammer.
Oh, that's awesome. But I guess at the same time, I'm not playing the actual legitimate dwarves with the high starting positions. And he also can't play as the tree. I would love to play this thing. The issue is that if you go to the Steam store page and actually want to purchase this thing, well, here's the issue. $19 for a DLC. Too short Elven campaign. I. Actually, I would pay for this. It looks legitimately cool. It's just the issue is that if you go and actually try to... Oh, that's right, you don't need that page. If you actually try to, like, go to G2A and purchase it, it's a lot more expensive. So, let's go to G2A. Because that place generally has pretty damn cheap... I wouldn't say units, but I mean, it has cheap just games in general. It's always cheap there. So, let's get Total War... Warhammer 2, and I'm just not showing the page in case something pops up that I don't want there. I don't want to pop out. Start selling now. They always encourage sellers, and I don't know why. I feel like that's going to encourage stealing in some sense. So what can we do here? Oh, the Chaos Warriors. Hey, look at that. Chaos Warriors key is only $5, but then you go to the Realm of the Wood Elves, and it starts at like $16. So it's only $2 cheaper than the original game, which I find to be odd. Yeah, that is the cheapest it can go to as well. Which is strange. Because of the cheapest, I can get this full game for about $27. So yeah, if you can see here, it's right here, Realm for the Wood Elves, which is the DLC. And apparently there's not a lot of sales for this game. Especially sales for the CD keys, so no one can sell them at like a huge discounted price. And same thing for the Beastmen. Although I can play as the Beastmen. And you have this Russian key, that's right. The Russian keys are always strangely cheaper. It's probably because they steal a lot more in Russia. And they have a lot more laxer laws. Yes, I know the streaming's unstable. Thank you for the heads up. Well, let's see, we could play as these, or we could try playing as the fancy Norse I would say Norse dwarves. I'm not sure what the fuck that means, but it sounds extremely difficult, and I kind of want to do it. And it's only going to be difficult mainly because you're living in an area with high chaos corruption, which will fuck over your leaders and basically make your place borderline uninhabitable. I actually kind of want to see. Yeah, they really don't have very good tags here. I wanted to search a tag where it was just dwarf, like just single old dwarf. Dwarf. Let's try that instead of dwarf, instead of just dwarf. See if that works. So it actually isn't that bad. There seems to be quite a bit of mods for them. Although a lot of them just seems to be nerfing them. Which I mean, I don't blame them. Dwarves be really good. Kind of at the same time I want to try this fucking wood elves.
I fight for the greater.
I wonder if I could actually like access this shit. Or like would it block me? I could see it. But let's try this one. I want to see what what this guy has done with his DLC. If he's actually made it interesting. I haven't read his DLC in a hot second, so I don't remember what was on here, but let's try it. Title. Yeah, he's definitely not written anything down for this thing. You can definitely tell it's a beta. Oh my god. At least he tried. I'll give him like the 3 cents approach to the whole thing. As long as he made a mod that doesn't like steal your data. That's 99% of it. But let's take a look here. This is like the only reason why I downloaded this mod was actually to allow me to play the dwarves without buying the DLC. And I didn't see the faction unlocker. I should have done that. The only issue is the faction unlocker isn't totally properly implemented for player side, as you can imagine. So we just kind of start out with this whole place to ourselves. Look at that, this place just hates us already. With look at that, plus 10% next turn. Oh my god. So definitely gonna need to get that bonus next turn. But we're definitely earning a lot of money. I mean, 70 grand in 1 turn is not that bad. Now let's upgrade this shit. At least give us a good starting pool.
My axe thirsts for war. Move!
Oh my god.
Onward.
Take a look here. What do we got? Ooh, okay. He's definitely got some nice abilities on here that make him pretty damn good. Although a lot of them are fairly generic. All these are generic. Here is the newer ones, I think, that he has. King's Gred. For House Carl units. Expert charge defense. So pretty damn nice stuff. I wish these passive abilities could be looked at their own. Oh yeah, I guess you could look at them here when you actually get them. And win in Norska. Income from raiding. I'm not too big fan of raiding. Ambush always helps. Untainted would help out a lot. How's Mason looking? That's fine. Iron Willed. Yeah, it's pointless. Oh, but this guy can die? Oh, wait, no, he can't. That's why he has Iron Willed. Definitely not as good as the White Dwarf. That guy by far had the best passives. Especially considering they affected the entire faction, which is beyond crazily good. But this guy seems to have just good passive. Right turn to start. Are you actually at war with any of these places? Kislev love us again. Trade agreement? Oh yeah, I'll take that.
Bring ruin.
It looks like I might have to kill these guys.
Master of Seers.
Ooh, good. It looks like the Skaven, all they have is just their area. Oh god.
Are you a god?
So I think we should just go for Clan Marauder. Because they seem to just have that one settlement. We could take it. Although they do have a pretty inhospitable place here. Public order -3, construction, replenishment rate, growth rate. 7th growth rate minus is actually not that bad. The construction time though is what's going to be killer, and the income reduction by 50%. Jesus. It'd just be worth it to sack the place. Ooh, and do we have military access? I wish we could actually have that. So we're just the Norska dwarves against the frozen sea. I'm not sure why it's purple.
It is time.
Look at that. We already started off with a pretty damn good army. Although a really expensive one. Which makes no sense because we can't make any of these buildings. Ah, yes, the runic infantry. I completely forgot about them. And they have regeneration, which might be a little bit overpowered. But requires Paragon of Orgies, 3 fingers. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry if I keep muting my microphone. My nose be running. Oh my god. So I can just recruit this stuff and it basically just... Okay. -10 upkeep for a lot of things. But at the same time, it just looks like you get minus growth, which I mean isn't too bad. The issue is it's basically implement a growth area in every place. Adds Pathfinder as garrison units for trading depots and guild marketplaces, all regions. These I kind of want to try out. What else we got here, though? Income from mining settlements. They just kind of made what seems to be generic research paths. Let's go ahead and do this then. I can see why these things always manage to die at the beginning of all my playthroughs, because they only have the 3 bases and they're pinched in by a powerful Norse faction. And then below them is Kislev and rats. So they're just kind of stuck. But I guess they get a good place to start off in, making close to 3 grand, so I mean at least they can have one powerful army. I'm guessing each one of these turns is meant to represent a, how would I say, a year? Is that what it's meant to be? Like each one of these is a year? It'd be kind of odd. Yeah, these is quite bad. Construction costs for all buildings down 20%. Yikes. Let's just get the income boost, I suppose. What else can we do in our meantime? We're really at war with nobody, and our place is getting tainted to hell. And I don't really want to go to war with the just yet. I just kind of want to improve my relationship with the Kislev.
Your desire.
That's a fucking bird? What? Trees with Kislev? Shut up.
Fool! I'm touched by the eagle and the crow. I perceive all, and I see you for what you are.
How about a non-aggression pact?
Stop this!
It is too late for your petty treaties.
Horned prophet.
Yeah, I'm not feeling too good about these guys. Kislev is the only one that really doesn't seem like it's going to kill us.
Me to offer you warm greetings this chilly evening.
Why are you a female? With a male voice. I must have done something wrong here. I've never seen that face before.
Address me as Lord.
So now we got these rune guys at $800 a pop. Fuck. But they're armored. They have decent leadership. They have terrible melee defense. But they have better weapon strength, better charging. And they have regeneration, which means they heal passively. So I'm not sure if the passive healing helps them out a lot. I mean, I'm not too keen on this per se. We just don't get like a good enemy to start off with in the beginning. Because it's either we attack the rats. Yeah, I guess we could just do that. Burn and sack the rats, but prevent them from being an issue. Let's try that, I suppose. Let's get some of these guys. Just get some extra money. Why not? Head down south. If the Norska try to raiding us, I think we should be fine. Although, if we lose like any building, we're basically fucked. And especially taking it back will reduce public order so much. I'm not keen on this. This also doesn't help as much because we don't get the good stuff from the southern end.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Alright, so when we return this is done. How is public order still bad here? Oh, it's because of the corruption. I'm seriously just going to need to get the warding at this point because the taint is getting so strong and I don't know why. Even being here is giving me over 3 chaos corruption per turn. Even though my area is like cleansed. But if I need to get those extra chaos units. It's a pure breed. Alright, so now we have our units. There's an army of about 20 there.
My axe thirsts for war.
Ooh, good. Let's get some more of these ranged units.
The throng agrees.
Ooh, good. Who's ready for an upgrade? The one dock. Actually, that would be nice if we could just discover the Elven factions. We might be able to get a couple of treaties off. And in the coastal places, maybe see some brothers down the south. But definitely we need the archers. Kind of sucks. They're building past where they don't have a whole lot to help us with here. I mean, yeah, what we can research helps us out. It's not nearly as comprehensive as what the dwarves had. That's what I just kind of want to point out. We're not given the best of options here. We're getting the gem mines completed, so that gives us a lot more gold.
Time for a reckoning. My king commands.
Okay. It's kind of an unfortunate place too, but it actually makes it very hard for them to get to.
For the wisdom of the layer.
Oh god. Should we take that as like that, like a unique settlement
Summon me if
that we could take?
you
We should definitely have like a full legitimate army by the time we get there. But at the same time, the Skaven are like multiplying like crazy. Look at this. They already have 3 generals and nearly 3 armies. I'm not sure how the Skaven resource system works, but I feel like if one town that is not even fully upgraded can support 3 generals, all expanding their armies rapidly, there's some resource issues.
grudges will be settled. Let us be about
So definitely gonna need to get some more ranged units for these guys.
for war.
Yeah, look at that. Even with public order bonuses and near untaintedness, kind of bad. But since these places are connected, it actually might help us out. Naturally, we're supposed to be like Norse dwarves, so we should be more friendly with these Northern factions, but I'm not sure why we're not. And they all hate us just because of aversion, whatever the fuck that means. Are they saying that we're not actually facing them? Oh, we have a trespasser, that's great. Alright, great. So what building houses do we got here? Refugee camp. So we can have some Norsekin warriors with the refugee camp. Interesting. That's a kind of an interesting build chain. And what else do we got here? Stone wards. Ah, beautiful. We actually kind of need that right now. Because the corruption is slowly making things worse here. Is that seriously where my land starts? Well, they ain't going for me.
My axe thirsts for war.
So 19, 23. All right, no, 32 plus whatever is garrisoned here, which is a shitload. That I'm not too keen on.
Are you a god?
And we're still in a great power. I'll be greater than you.
The Tsarina empowers me to offer you warm greetings this chilly eve.
With tribute each turn. I do like the tribute idea of becoming vassals. So we can try killing the rats. The issue is that we definitely need to be killing them rather quickly. So, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we don't have that many melee units. Ah, we have too many of the ruined units. Okay, let's just get the cheap ones then. Especially considering they have better brawling capabilities. Interesting, I'm not sure why those didn't build up. Here we go. Hopefully that chaos people don't get too close. I feel like they'll naturally just increase the chaos corruption here, making this whole shit place even a little bit more shitty. But I kind of want to play those widows now that we have the DLC. The faction unlocker is actually pretty fucking cool. Ah yes, and we get the Untainted Worldwide, which doesn't help. Even with that, we need that Warding Stone. What we really need to do is... let's try this. Very hard difficulty. And let's just go raiding.
Ready. Go then.
We're trespassing. So how would you feel if we did... okay, so we need 50%. Oh, come on. Ah, oh, just barely under it. Okay. Next turn then. And let's finish off this thing. And we're making only 200 gold per turn, whatever. Next turn, the corruption should start fading. So I'm not too bad about that. I'm just kind of fucking around with the... yeah, let's change this title, because all I'm doing is like messing around with the mods, to be honest. Messing around with mods. And let's do that, because that's more accurate at this point. Because I do want to try the Wood Elves. And all these websites do have, like, perjury penalties. There we go. Pause that. Pause that. At least it looks clear on my end now. Alright.
To war, as the High King commands.
Let's see if they'll actually come after us.
Time for a reckoning.
And let's just declare war on them so they actually feel the need to come after us.
Choose words carefully, thing, or I'll zap you good.
I better come for me then, little red.
Move.
Just move a little bit. Don't go too far, little butties. You're just gonna sit there and take the money. And just go ahead and make that faction pissed. Make him come for you. That's what I want to see. Come for this army of 20. Only if we had lightning strike this would be better. Hello, Kislev. I wonder if the faction unlocker is the reason why that's all funky with their generals. Or if they just simply don't have the mail anymore. I don't know what that whole thing's about. I've never seen the Kislev like that. They ambushed us from passive sitting. That doesn't make any sense. Thank God all dwarves have fantastic melee, so this doesn't really matter. Really, this only thing that's going to screw up is maybe the artillery. Maybe. The fact we're facing 40 units. That's going to be a tad bit difficult to actually deal with. But at the same time, I feel like it's going to be really easy. Actually, where did my phone go? Now that I think about it. Oh, well. I didn't really need it. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Fell out of pocket. Whatever. Oh, look at that. Perfect, too. They got the nice little forest cover there, too. So where to set up everything? So melee. Get a nice long lines here. You guys get up 2. Guys in the back. Don't skirmish. Let's see if this works. And I'm not really too worried about the rats having good archery. Especially against these high health units. And this guy that can actually regenerate HP. Did they actually spawn anybody here? What Norse dwarves? The hell did you expect? And like they're randomly instantly gaining courage. You see, look at that. They lose it and they gain it back. They lose it and then they gain it back. And they're saying yes thing, so that's kind of interesting. And they're not skirmishing units. So they can't really chase after us and fight. And they just keep spawning in shit. And take them out. Yeah, guys are nice and fast. Holy shit, you guys are almost going 2 notches per second. Leisurely walking towards them. You bet not die. Oh yeah, look at that animation. That's an animation. Vermintide, Vermintide, and Vermintide. And help those little beauties out. Doesn't even seem to actually be doing anything. So the ranged guys work on that. Top of that, now that we have artillery here to help out, we can start throwing the cannonballs. Alright, you guys are good. You guys get back in line. Oh my god. This Vermintide shit's obnoxious. Especially considering they can't do anything. I mean, how would I say, the rats can't do anything. Their unit damage is so piss poor and they have no army presence. They're just doing this to distract us. And for some reason my guys are just not moving. So melee strike them, I suppose. Blessed with filth. Armor piercing damage, speed. How does that filth thing help? Because they just have a bunch of, I would say, decrepit units now. We'll just let them sit there and rage up. Nice, and the catapults are still working nicely. Alright guys, need to get back here. You God. These guys will still decisively lose the battle, so I'm not even sure why they're trying. My God, this is... It's seriously just that one trick, and it's just instantly spawning units into our back lines, which doesn't even feel fair. It just feels like an instant cop-out. But even then, that's still pointless, because then they instantly flank because they run out of their rally or their leadership. I mean, the only units here that are going to win are these ones, and then let's just go ahead and reinforce that line. And our leader's about to die. They ain't gonna win. Adapt with the morning, do ya? Yes, this makes sense. Oh, that's a lot of troops. It's not that much, but I mean, for starting off this game and we already have a full army, it's quite a lot. The rats also have quite a bit themselves for some reason. Their lord's already routing. And they seem to can't do any damage to this guy. So I'm not terribly worried about this. Throw the bodies into the boil. Actually, no, let's go ahead and have these archers help over here too. I mean, these guys are not really losing by any means or metrics. The rats! And it's like, this is the only tribe in the north too. This is the most farther northern tribe of rats I've seen. And it's really just this one building out in the middle of fucking nowhere. A really good building, but out still in the middle of nowhere. Look at that, and they're all routing already. Gonna tracks, you know, the crumbles. Oh my good. Just raccoons, they just want garbage. They want garbage. They can't have it. Especially if they're gonna stink up the place. I cannot handle stink. God, these guys are getting pelted by the... I'm not even sure why they're dying so much. But they're all starting to rout too, so the archers probably don't have anything to worry about. It's like Japan. It's more like just a fungus that grew out of nowhere and then isolated itself. Like it grew in isolation and it just became an issue. It's like communism. Yeah, I think we won. I mean, most of the armies here are routed already. So they really can't do much at this point. We just need to kill his general and we're good. But even that doesn't seem to help out. And this game is dwarves are like USA. Yes, we're the Norse dwarves of the USA. We're Viking and yet Canadian at the same time. Yeah, they're all back yet again. Yes, everyone get back. Everyone get back. No, you're all using arranged. I'm not really too worried about our lord at all. Our lord seems to be doing the majority of the work here. Oh, there's the other army. I was wondering where the fuck they were. I know there was 3 armies here, but they all kept routing, so I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Ah, God damn it, we got them coming back again. We just need our armies back so we can form a brick wall. Yeah, they're already done. They're done. Get any garbage. See, like, they're losing all of their leadership and they're charging at us with larger numbers. Yeah. Come back here against this large army. And these 4 units of rats still can't win against this. Combat even, my ass. Go ahead and fit them in there. Just help them all out. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man? I finally have downloaded the faction unlocker so I could play custom factions, but at the same time, I now know I can play the Wood Elves without paying $20 for that DLC for 2 whole factions. The fact they're even charging $20 for the Wood Elves DLC is hilarious to me. That DLC that only gives you 2 factions for $20 fucking dollars. You can buy the first game for that much money. Link down below. So now we can do shitty things like this, yes? It's mucho grande fun. We're killing the communists right now. And the communists have willed it again against the mighty USA Axis. And this guy has managed to somehow kill a bunch of people over there. Of course she ran out of ammunition. The communists never die. They multiply. And then they just starve themselves. I mean, this army's going to come in and I guarantee you they're going to break instantly. In fact, I could probably just send my lord after them, and my lord will win. USA Axis. I mean, where USA Axe is, not Axe is, because we have Dwarven Axe is, not Axe is. So we're like the chopping block of the USA instead of being the chopping block of Nazis. That thing, yeah. See if that, does that work? Yeah, I think that works. How about you guys? Can you guys withdraw? No, you can't, because we were raiding the countryside, and then we attacked 3 ranks of ats. I'm not even sure how the AI is able to come up the funds with such a large army. Sorry, not a large army, 3 largest armies with 1, and I mean 1 whole source of income. I'm calling crock of shit. Especially considering they couldn't even trade with anybody because they were surrounded by me and the Kislev, who more than likely hate them because they declared war on them right before I did. Now you're trying to cover up saying Axis. I think you just don't know English pronunciation. Not my fault you didn't pass the 3rd grade. I don't deserve such criticism right now. Let's talk about titty streamers instead. Let's divert attention away from that and talk about the guy who went on like a 7-minute rampage about it in the most Columbine-esque way possible. Is it appropriate to say that yet? I think it is. But I mean, no, do we really need to go through that talk again? I mean, we've been going through that talk since the conception of Twitch and ever since it became popular. And it goes on with every single streaming site, every time they implement their own streaming services. Archers, line up there. You got rats coming. Titty streamer, I just call them cam girls, because that's what they are. I mean, I know what it's like to stream on my cam soda, so you can't fool me. What news? There was just some guy who like went on a 7-minute rampage about them, like saying we should have a crusade against these titty streamers was basically the gist. I'll have to go find the tweet somewhere in my timeline, but We'll find it soon enough. People have been talking about it like it's news, even though nobody really cares about it. Oh, sorry about that. Let's take a look here. It's somewhere through here. Amidst the other shit that no one really cares about. A lot of Elder Scrolls Online news, even though I've never used that shit. In a hot second. Oh yeah, then Trump and Hillary looking like besties. Alright, what else was here? Oh yeah, the Louis C.K. thing. Who cares about Louis C.K.? I mean, there's just been so much of that news recently that at the same point, it's just repeating the same shit over and over in the sake of something new happening. I'll find it here in a hot second. Right now we're dealing with rats. And look, why are the Grey Seers going straight after the Archers? They have better melee. Archers, just go ahead and activate your melee. I'll have the Lord come in here and help you a second. Here, let's get these guys right here. And then let's turn these guys around. Hey, reconnection successful. Hello. Internet, how you doing? Welcome back. We do fun, yes? Ah, shit, where is it? Here it is. This thing. I mean, the main tweet of this whole chain has gotten only 3,000 likes. All this bullshit. And it goes on for like another 30 seconds, I don't know. We'll see this right after we're done with this. What's going on now? Oh my god, we broke both the wizards with one archery line. Pathetic. Are they all out of ammunition already? Yep. Of course they are. And their lord is dead. Yeah, so look at this. Their army is so clustered they can't even be remotely effective. Let's just have our lord go in there. Start beating them up. Like Vietnamese children.
Satisfy the grudge. Strike the axe. Ready to strike. Understood, Lord. The clans you now.
Alright, fix this all up.
It is a reckoning. I, as you command. Find your targets. Axes out.
And they're all out of ammunition, so just go ahead and fire them in there. The rats are already running away. We have no ammunition, we must go in. The reason why these things have ammunition is because they ran out of troops to fire the ammunition. Combat even, I doubt it now that this guy is in here. He's able to just sit there and bash millions of them to death. Catch the crummiest plague. If only we actually had some... Look at that. He instantly rallies as soon as we stop looking at him. And then go back to him. Are you going to rout again? He's about to rout. Come on. My archers here are tired. They don't have time for your petty bullshit. Combat even with this amount of troops around you? Sorry, honey. Gotta call bullshit. I think you're severely outnumbered and we got a bunch of two-handers there. Who the fuck is rallying? Oh god, you're my expensive troops too. Don't rout, you pussies. In there, you swarm. God, we just kind of fill up that hole there. Oh, yeah, my FPS is really nice right now. It's a nice whole 16. Yeah, look at that. Even on slow-mo, I'm getting a nice solid 20. Because of that many animations it has to process. Come on, get in there. You guys need to go up there, though, and help him out. He's still trying to help out the Lord. I appreciate your efforts. We must continue. And I think the Gracier finally broken off, but I can't really tell because he kind of looks like he just ran into the woods. Are y'all seriously fleeing? Apparently there must be. Let's have him run in there. Fix it. That guy's running out of ammunition? Yes, he did. Let's go ahead and fix him out. Unit losing decisively. That makes sense. Let's go ahead and pinch him in. Prevent them from leaving. Take him from their backsides. Oh yeah, look at that shit. And then you just have our general sitting in here. And a nice 20 FPS zone, killing one at a time. Just doink. And it just flies away. I'm loving that shit. Just come to the side and then punch right in. You guys just need to go in there and start punching things as hard as humanly possible. As soon as they actually start the fight, they just instantly lose. Run, flee! Oh, there's the third army, I think. And that was a micro army, though. It was like only 8 units or something like that. Something very small. We still have the troop numbers to actually do this, so I ain't too worried. And our lord is beyond good. And no one's routed yet. We only have this one guy routing since they have no troops left, which I totally understand why you'd rout. Alright, you guys are done. Come back in. Y'all come back in here and start pinching them off. And we have the nice axing regeneration units. I love the idea of rune warriors. And also, I guess it makes the idea of runes themselves very seem common and almost elementary. But we're not attacking the orcs, though. It's X. I doubt it. Look, it'll actually help. I mean, what can you guys do? You guys have no ammunition left. You got no balls. Got no balls to throw at the rats. And these guys are already shattered. And just let them leave. Let them leave. Just keep breaking as many units as humanly possible. God, when will they leave? We just kind of have to have them in active combat at all times. Just keep moving forward. Take them all out. Throw the bodies against the wall. Let them die. I don't need them. I'll regenerate them instantly. Not really. But it doesn't fucking matter. As long as we manage to kill 3 armies with 1, that's all that can humanly possibly matter. I mean, just look at these carcasses everywhere. These dead communists. Curse the will of these Axis powers. The archery units are going to be so screwed since they've been brawling with each other this whole time. Finally, fuck. They were just kind of kept rooting and then coming back, rooting, coming back. To be fair, though, that makes sense that they would almost win. And God, though, look at that. They've lost nearly, what? Close to 2,600 units? Jesus, our Lord alone took out 145. Jesus Christ. And only worth $500 for the others. No shit, we get a win for that. Did you see how many we killed? What have you been smoking? God, there's 4 generals! Please, stop that. Why do they have so many generals? Ah. My God.
Thirsts for war.
Oh my God, how do they do that? And they're getting minus 10 public order per turn. At least now this chaos is now settled down to a nice even. And we're only getting 1 grand. I know you want us to kill you, but right now we can't deal with your petty bullshit.
Summon me if you dare.
Alright, what can you help us with? Let me get that route master so we can get that hell pit sooner.
Wisdom of the layer.
Let's see if we can actually win this. Oh my God, it's heavily skewed in their favor. I like to call bullshit.
We march.
Alright, fine. If they get the win for that for no reason.
Let us begin.
Although next turn it looks like they're probably just going to take us over. Okay, yeah. We're just going to call it good after this. Yeah, let's just play those damn wood elves without paying for DLC. I've hacked into the system. And the Kislev, why you haven't done shit? You guys have the money. How are the Red Eye and the Varg even going to get close to each other? Okay, I guess I can just go through the mountainside and pick them off. There's not that many, though. That and they would have to go through the Kislev. Yep, we're just going to call it good here. That was fun fucking around, though. But to be honest, that campaign was dumb as shit. Like, it was not developed at all. It just looked like the faction was developed to be a, how would I say, like, battles faction where you just did it in battles and not in actual campaigns. The campaign has been severely underdeveloped. So, whoops, goddammit, wrong button. I don't care about this. Click, click, click. Ah, yes, but yes, what was I going on about the TD streamers thing? There's this one guy going on a rampage about the whole thing, and I thought it was funny. This shit right here.
I'm sick of this shit.
What I love about this the most, though, has to be the emotionally, like, inspiring music that you would see at the end of a Mass Effect game or some stupid shit like that. That is what is hilarious to me. Who takes this shit seriously? Come on, I mean, just listen.
I'm sick of all the bullshit happening in this community. This used to be a goddamn community of gamers, nerds, kids that got bullied, kids that got fucked with, kids that resorted to the gaming world because the real world was too fucking hard, too shit.
Coming from Muscle Milk McBuffuck, talking about the nerds and the bullies and the stuff that would typically be associated with this, and I'm thinking, is he talking about like a personal experience firsthand or at the handle of the axe? But still, at the same time, it's also wouldn't be terribly applicable to everybody, because not everybody who's online is like an emotionally abused domestic housewife nerd type of deal. It just kind of on the internet because it's a fun thing to do. I feel like there has to be something like that. But back onto this.
Lonely, too sad and depressing. Now it's ran by the fucking goddamn same sluts that rejected us, the same sluts that chose the goddamn fucking cool kids over us, the same sluts that are coming to our community, taking the money, taking the subs, the same way they did back in the day. Fuck that. I am the goddamn fucking reality check. I am the goddamn fucking king, and I will fucking lead you. Get your goddamn sack.
I am the king of this glorious empire. And that face right there, That permanently summarizes this whole thing here. Can I zoom this in anymore? Yeah, there we go. That's the face of a true bullied victim.
The goddamn fucking reality check. I am the goddamn fucking king, and I will fucking lead you. Get your goddamn.
All right, but there is a second part to this where he even goes on a little bit more. So I think this is the second part here. Let's actually zoom out here at the very end. God, why is this taking so long? Come on, zoom out. There we go. So this is the second part going off that last area. This last little spiel.
We fuck a girl good. We leave her that way. Put the pussy where it belongs. On the fucking ground. On the fucking couch. You don't put her on a pedestal. Not in this fucking stream. You don't put that shit on a pedestal. That shit belongs on the ground, motherfucker. Get that shit in your head. JOBD. Jerk off before donating. We don't fuck around here. And if you're sick of it, too.
Oh my god. That emotional speech. The whole preface was putting that pussy in the
They get
ground.
abused by the same girls. Give me an ape gang in chat. You give me an ape gang in chat. If
Oh my god. That's right. You guys didn't see that shit. Oh yeah, this is the whole thing I was talking about. I completely forgot about the transition shit. But this was the guy doing the whole like anti-cam girl titty streamer shit. Let's redo this whole thing. We got Muscle Man Milk here. I'm assuming is a vaguely popular streamer. He sees that the IRL streams that have become populated with a couple of cam girl titty streamers here and there. And if you don't know what I mean, IRL streams, basically it's just a category which, if you're not playing a video game and doing anything creative or not being otherwise productive, that's where you go just to kind of like hang out type of deal. So let's actually go here right now. Where is it at? Ooh, IRL is actually pretty high up in the charts, so let's see if we can find these titty streamers that he alludes to. Nope, we got a Asian woman here, nice, with a what appears to be a business casual attire, so not really seeing the whole conflict there. This one seems a little bit more, how would I say, I wouldn't say offensive, but the caught more of the criminal act of being a cam girl. This one's borderline, but at the same time, that's just like common attire you would see going to maybe a, what, a college campus type of deal? This person's actually playing a video game. Why the hell are you in the IRL section? And see, the TV streamers don't seem to be too much of a thing. Oh yeah, pole dancing doesn't really seem to be too provocative because they're actually wearing what would be considered like running attire and not stuff that's like explicitly bodacious. Although they might be wearing booty shorts, and that's what I'm guessing people are watching. That's borderline. Definitely going on the borderline into cam girl territory. But as you can see, it's still not a very prevalent issue. A lot of exercise streams, as you can imagine why. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, fap, fap. Darling, no one's gonna be looking on you with that type of face. What the fuck? What did Queen Lashifa go for? I see ya, I see ya. Where'd you go? Zooming in does not work well with this stream site. Yeah. Yeah, no. No one's gonna be fapping to that, so that's why she's down here in the lower view number. A terrible thing to say. Look, like you aren't allowed since you're a titty streamer. Yeah. They know my provocative nature. That's why I can't use face rig anymore. I was too bodacious. I was too poppin' with that shit. As soon as they saw Gremblow the furry midget on there, instantly they knew I was exploiting minors like Kevin Spacey. Come to my party, boy. I know you're 14 years old, but you look good long time. What was this again? Oh yeah, this was the... Oh! Yep. that is definitely some questionable thing. Is it a dancing emoji? Definitely had the right areas jiggling for that thing to work. Definitely not like a Captain Sparkles offender here, but oh.
Did anyone else see that bend over? I feel this Christian app cannot deal with such provocative nature.
Yeah, no. This holiness is being violated by the tank. Even the shakiness here. The yellow fever is killing me. Yeah, okay, I can't tell if she's doing a K-pop routine now. Okay, yeah, she was doing a K-pop routine. Never mind. But at the same time, you can imagine a person is cosplaying as a devil and doing basically what amounts to Dance Dance Revolution. You know, can definitely make the argument here, but you definitely know that attire was chosen for the specific purpose of being tantalizing. Or titillating, would that be? Yeah, yeah, no. Oh, wow, actually, that's kind of interesting. Her skirt's actually been pulled up. Or it's naturally a low-hanging skirt, because as soon as she turns around, you can start seeing the undergarment for the skirt actually peeking out. Yeah, maybe she's the worst offender, but you still have to remember, the majority of these people seem to be fairly benign. They seem to be a lot of people just talking about life issues or doing face painting, which, I mean, for the most part. This guy's shirtless. Interesting. I don't know, Twitch allowed that. I think if you're showing nipple at all, you're actually getting banned. So it's actually kind of interesting how he's able to go shirtless and sit there and eat. I still don't get the whole thing with Korean eating streams or Japanese eating streams, but at the same time, I live in America where people are not as antisocial, so I don't know. Yeah, so look at that. So the Devilwood cosplay is probably by far the more offending stream, at least in the category of being somewhat sexually explicit. Is that a deal?
Okay, you're very kind. Thank you.
Is this Widow? But oh my god, okay. So yeah, no, you know the whole situation is now. You know the whole preface behind this guy's rant. With the assumption that titty streamers or cam girls are a lot more prevalent, I suppose. There was actually one guy who did a whole video on this recently, known as Critical, on YouTube. He's known as like Penguin Z, Proto Z, Sebedil. Where's he at? I know he was down here in a hot second. I know it didn't prepare us beforehand, but here it is.
The punishment room and take.
Yeah, and it's basically him going off on a rant about Pink Sparkles, who's been known to do this for a long time, and considering she's going nearly spread eagle on stream with a very low crop top, it would give validity to this guy, but at the same time, this guy also has some very vague, how would I say, not relation, but similarities, crossing of identities with that one guy who I think shut up a school because he felt like he was being ignored by the team. Was that the Sandy Hook shooting? Was that the guy who had that weird YouTube video series? I can't remember because I don't really keep track of all those things. They happen so frequently in America. But this guy had a lot of definite school shooter vibes to me.
I'm sick of this shit.
Listen.
I'm sick of all the bullshit happening in this community. This used to be a goddamn community of gamers, nerds, kids that got bullied, kids that got fucked with, kids that resorted to the gaming world because the real world was too fucking hard,
I mean, this whole preface starts off that is like that we had a sacred community based off a like abused group of gamers, which I feel that while a lot of people do suffer through such conditions as that, they often don't have that at the same place. There are a group of subsection of people who have been abused, who have these emotional issues, who do seek the internet for such reasons. But at the same time, the overwhelming of people, I feel, just go on the internet because it's fun to shitpost. It's fun to play games. It's fun to look at YouTube. I don't think you really need these extraneous circumstances to justify your existence on the internet. I don't think anyone here is going to judge you for being on the internet. Why do you dumpster dive for titty streamers? Because I'm actually playing a game here. I ain't sitting here to do some bullshit things, but you know what? For all I know, hell, I could make this into a YouTube video and be like, hey guys, Austin here. Now today, I found this really great deal on Amazon. You know, type of deal.
Shitty, too long,
Going on.
too sad and depressing. Now it's ran by the fucking goddamn same sluts that rejected us, the same sluts that chose the goddamn fucking cool kids over us.
This is assuming he's talking about the IRL streams category, which is, you can potentially say, has a overabundance of these camgirl streamers, but League of Legends, the Hearthstone, the CSGO streams, predominantly not cam girls, not as much. I mean, there used to be a huge amount of them, Casey Drive, for example, but as you can imagine, that moved on a long ass time ago. So I'm not sure if this guy's criticisms are terribly, how would I say, valid or relevant today. I don't know, and based on the fact that people are acting outraged by this, but I mean, it could also be his phrasing.
Subs the same way they did back in the day. Fuck that. I am the goddamn fucking reality check.
He's also whispering the entire time too.
King and I will fucking lead you. Get your goddamn set.
I am the king of these abused nerds. Muscle Milk Bro Strong here, telling you to not look at these titty streamers. Renounce your agency, renounce your right to choose what you want, and obey me so that I can purify Twitch of the 3 cam girls on top of the leaderboards in the IRL streams right now. Disregard the other successful streamers that are not cam girls, that are actually guys too in there who are also doing very well. I saw a shirtless fat guy eating a bowl of soup with over 30 viewers. You cannot say that this is really negatively affecting anybody. But he just... This man who looks like he's about to piss his pants is going on with this whole dumpster fire here. Oh, god damn it, why did you do that whole thing here? I wanted to see that glorious face again. But then, no. We got even a better video after this. Because it even goes on. This is not like just a 30-second right now. This goes on for like a whole minute. How about you activate volume, fucker?
A girl good. We leave her that way. You put the pussy where it belongs, on the fucking ground, on the fucking couch. You don't put it on a pedestal. Not in this fucking stream. You don't put that shit on a pedestal. That shit belongs on the ground, motherfucker. Get that shit in your head.
Don't be stigmatized by that pussy. Bah.
Is basically what he's saying at this point. I mean, yes, but at the same time, you also have to show that there is an extreme prevalence of this, where the I would say explicit nudity of this is the reason why it's suffocating other streams. But at the same time, there is not a lot of evidence to support this theory, so it just seems crazy.
And if you're sick of it,
The Caliban Shooter Mark II.
The goddamn white knights that sit there, they defend, but at the end of the day, they're nothing. At the end of the day, they get abused by the same girls. Give me an ape gang in chat. You give me an ape gang in chat.
Well, shit, I didn't know it was getting abused by Captain Sparkle's fucking balloon tits. I didn't know I was being magically stigmatized, and I didn't even see it in front of my own eyes. It hurts my soul. I can feel it in my bullshit. I mean, seriously, this Sandy Hook shooter right here, who's going on about this titty streamers thing, commanding that his 30 viewers not participate in this titty streamer thing. At the same time, he's preaching to a choir that's already watching him over the titty streamers. So at best, they share some minute or already relevant morals with this guy that he's preaching on about. So I'm not sure what the fuck he's really doing. So I really don't get what he's planning on accomplishing here, other than just venting his rage at the 3 cam girls on IRL right now. Leave this to YouTube. Alright, I'll just upload that whole segment later on then. Let's play some spaghetti. Yes. So with this faction unlocker, it's actually kind of nice, because we can actually do quite a few things. We could be all these various lords here. But we could also do... Where are they at? I want those wood elves at. And we also don't even have to, we actually don't even have to do a whole lot of paid DLC to actually get these, Beastmen tribes. We can get them straight out of the gate, but where are... Alright, these are the savage orcs. These are the regular orcs. Lizard men, high elves. Ah, yes, here we go. Here are the wood elves. I want to try these guys real quick, see how they are. So which one has a cooler banner? I like the green sword. Let's try this. The only thing about this is that they don't have any, like, campaign introductions, so... You just kind of have to go based off it and find your own quest to do. See if this works. I wouldn't mind paying $5 for the wood elves, but paying $20 for not even 2 factions, 2 lords in 1 faction, a little bit excessive here. My God, we do not have a lot of money. We're earning 60 gold per turn. Oh my God. The oak has been locked. Reclaim it for the Asari. Where are they at? The Oak of the Ages. Oh. So we have to claim the oak tree to actually get it back. Okay. We have a glade ourselves. Amber consumption 1. So our settlements eat amber, and in return, it's something. This building is consuming amber. I'm not sure how a tree can eat that stuff, but okay. Grants 5 construction slots. That's actually pretty fucking cool. And it makes this place really easy to defend. So let's see, what do we got here? A garrison. Okay, so it just makes the troop. We just have more troops. We really can't build shit here. We get a garrison, but it's not labeled with anything. Of course, we get the hide labeled. And look, none of these things are labeled with anything. So I have to buy the DLC if I want to be actually able to see any of this shit. Next technologies, Curse the Hunter. Chance of intercepting. God damn it, I couldn't intercept. But now I need to generate income. Ooh, we get a bunch of grape wines, elven trinkets. That's pretty damn dope. Oh shit. Just straight up 800 gold per turn. I'll take that. That's money. And they certainly have a lot of ways to produce resources. These guys would be absolutely bomb-tastic for trading. The only thing sketchy is that, like... It seems the recruiting of troops...
How can I assist you?
Is gonna... We can't recruit anything. We legitimately cannot recruit any troops. Oh my god. I think we recruit the Spell Singer. Let's try that then. Upgrade the garrison. We can't upgrade that.
Highborn. Orders?
We can't do shit here. God, that is so bad. Shit, and they just all voted and did a confederation. Stop trespassing, you traitors. Well, shit. Instant confederation twice over. Alright, well, considering that we can't make... that we seriously can't legitimately recruit any troops, we're kind of in a situation where we just kind of have to bugger off.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Alright, so we can't use that. We can't use that army. Let's try the other one then. I just want to see if we can actually do anything. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't mind this shit if it was cheap. It's not, though. It's really expensive. I ain't paying. We don't need. Stop. Let's take a look at this. Let's see if this works. Tell me your glorious secrets here. Can you
I offer assistance?
recruit troops? Yeah, no, I think it's the same case here.
Blade Lord.
Let's take a look here. Yep. He certainly cannot. So I'd actually have to purchase that $18 DLC, which is the full game at that point. Alright, let's try the Chaos Warriors.
Summon the Elector Count.
Oh, we can be the Kislev. Interesting. Starts with a fully controlled province and a powerful capital city. With nice rosters. Grants them unique titles. This is basically the Empire then. Yeah. It's just the Empire, but just an established base. And you have all these people with the same general face over and over and over and over.
The Slayer in me seek champion of the lady.
Alright. These guys are... We can't use them at all. Where's the Chaos Warriors at? There's only one Chaos guy you can have, I think. Yeah, here it is. This is the one Chaos Warrior you can have. Creeping insidious ruin that can spread within enemy territory, leading to public order issues and chaos rebellions. Powerful unit roster with armored infantry and monsters. Let's try this. Oh, look at those nice pixelated skulls. So you get Sarathel the Everwatcher. Let's see if I can actually do anything with these guys. Can I actually recruit units in encampment? That'll be something I could actually try. Oh yeah, that guy that was bitching about the titty streamers, he got a ban for that, but for about 5 days. A 5-day ban for basically saying we should act against titty streamers. Oh, and everyone's like, it's too lenient of a punishment. You know, you guys are just being cowards. Alright. So we have this guy. So we get extra wind reserves, or we can start raiding. The issue is we need money. Oh yeah, that's right. We can build right on top of ourselves. Ah, that's right. That is beautiful. That's actually kind of damn cool. The path to ruination. Let's see what happens with that. And let's see, what troops can we recruit while in this waiting phase? We get some puppies, we can get some lancing archers, or some Vikings. At least they're shielded with 15 armor, my god. That's hardly anything. At least it works, though. That's the main thing. I can't say that for the Wood Elves faction. Those guys do not work with Faction Unlocker. Although I imagine there will be an update that can happen with that. So you can recruit things. Yes, I can. I can actually do something with them. Which I love indeed. Let's see if we can actually take... Oh, wait. We're a horde. We can't take keeps. Recruitment costs down, post-battle loot. Income from sacking settlements. Well, that's all we can do is sack. Hey, God, the building chains are actually pretty damn cool. And we can just continuously reduce our income every turn. And how many turns does that take? It takes 1 turn to do it. Why not, then? Just reduce our income, make our army stronger. Hell yeah. This is kind of interesting, though. I've never played... That's kind of interesting. You can play as a horde. I didn't know they actually allowed that. Or that there was, like, actual building pass. But, I mean, what do you do as a horde, then? Because you can't expand your empire. I guess you can expand your hordes, maybe? That's what I'm thinking they're going to try to go for. And can we expand ourselves up north? Oh, wait, here's the actual or correct map orientation. So we can't go over here, but we can go all the way far back. Okay, let's see what's back here. I'm curious as to what we actually got here. The Chaos Wastes. Can you actually, like, cleanse these things? Right now, I'm just going to wander around and gather up money. So I can actually start recruiting things, and then we're going to start raiding. But I just kind of want to see what's back here, because I've never been this back south, or this far south. Or rather, north. What am I saying? South? It's literally in the frozen wastelands in the north. I wonder if you can do, like, a horde of dwarves. That would actually be kind of fun. Just carry around mobile blacksmiths. Ooh, I guess you can go back here. But not too far. Alright then. Let's just head down south then. Rah! I love how we're just like a giant pterodactyl. Actually, let's take a look at your... Holy shit, your building tree is complex. Look at this. Oh my god. He's a spell. He is an absolutely godly spell. Look at this. Oh my god. He's an absolutely beautiful mage. Income from raiding, recruitment cost reduction, horde growth. Ooh, we can just get straight up growth. Nice. Nice. That's... Ooh. And this is actually pretty damn good. He has, like, the proper building paths for a... like, new game, I would say, faction, almost. It's like he was properly implemented, which is strange because everything about him is properly implemented and, to be honest, extremely overpowered. The amount of spells he can do, this guy is incredibly flexible. Of course, he kind of needs it because if you lose with this guy, you lose your entire base. Oh, yeah. And we can't trade with any of them either.
You dare? You seek the Norse. I am their shaman, their mage, their sorcerer. They follow my whim. You will fail.
Provides me against traitorous acts. I'm just a Chaos Knight. I don't know what you're saying. I ain't doing anything bad. But just skedaddle along by. I need to walk on through. Yeah, this place looks like it doesn't like me. So if I go over there and like spook them, does that give me the money? Oh yeah. Let's take a look about building. What can I build right now? So I really can't build anything because it looks like any building I need a population surplus to do. So I can get the Chaos Trolls, which I'm not too keen on. If they have poor leadership, I do not want them. Because that'll just instantly screw me over. So what is this? This horde is currently not producing income. So it looks like you can produce a shitload of income by raiding. Okay. And we can recruit lords. Nice. And leadership aura size. That's not bad. The leadership actually helps out a lot. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, controlling a large horde, I feel like would be kind of complex. But at the same time, it'd probably be easy. Because going around to your lords would be going around to every single one of your capital settlements. Not that bad. Although I kind of want to see what a Chaos Knight at level 60 would be, with just maxed out spells and everything. The damage potential would have to be stupidly high. Here we go. So now we're in the next territory. We can now raid next turn. Took us like 10, 20 turns to get down here. Just so that we could start raiding. Although to be fair, I was fucking around. Oh god. I can't really say this is the more entertaining faction to play, to be honest. There seems to be a lot less diversity, especially really early game. So now we get a lot more money from sacking. So do we raid? Immune to attrition. Excludes hordes infighting. Income generation 98. Or we can attack this place and give us a buttload of money. Your race operates in mighty hordes and cannot occupy settlements of any type. We could take it, sack it, raise it, burn it. Should we take this for our own? I'm thinking we should. Fuck you, Kislev, we'll take you. Taking you to hell. Oh my god, you guys don't even have anything. Mine. So we can sack it for money and then raise it. That's what I'm thinking. Ooh, and the nice. Oh my god, look at all those followers. Oh, beautiful. So Spirit Leech, really great at one single target. Or a bombardment spell. Ooh. Strong versus a single unit, weak versus a single combatant. Well, the thing is, you'd be hitting a lot of people. Look at that Root Master. Sorry, we can only do one thing per turn. Okay, okay, we'll see that. And now we got money, too. Hell, why not? Oh, damn, we have to wait in the encamp stance. What about here? What can we build? We have one surplus, so we can't do a whole bunch yet. Although, strangely, a lot of these places don't require one surplus to upgrade after the initial investment. I'm not sure why they would do that. I feel like we should kill the Skaven. And Karak Darak is actually coming after us. Oh no! And it looks like the Kislev are gonna be pissed as shit. They're coming after us next turn. Sorry, we're just killing you guys. No need to be upset. Mission issued. Blood for the Blood God. The fact there's a specific god dedicated to blood is kind of obnoxiously overkill. Take them all out. We lost nothing. Oh, yeah. So that's why they constantly raise settlements. Interesting. Oh, that only gave us 4 growth entirely. Oh. I see. I was wondering why I couldn't get anything like that. Let's go ahead and get that Tribes of Chaos then. The money doesn't really seem to be helping. We have a lot less things to buy. We kind of need to have like 2 lords at the same time. You just have them walk around with you and raid right next to you. So you can just constantly be producing a lot of money. That's what I feel like you're going to have to actually do. Well, it could work too. I mean, you get a lord for a couple $100, you're solid. And look, they're coming in right behind capture this settlement. Oh, that's right, there's no faction here, so we wouldn't gain any money from raiding. So let's just, like, go up here and start raiding, maybe? Everybody's it's a little bird guy. And yeah, we get nothing either. Jesus, and look, there's the rat army growing like crazy. Jesus. I don't know which mod actually allows me to do this. If the faction unlocker allowed me to do this, or if the base game itself allowed me to play as this chaos unit. I don't know. It looks like the Kislev are about to actually have a shitload of troops, so I'm not terribly fiending on this idea. And look at that, Var, get a free settlement. It'd be a wise idea to join us. The Warband of Chaos. Let's go ahead and fix that up then. And why not? Let's get some more troops. Upkeep of $100. Poisonous Hounds. Missile Cavalry. Actual Hacksmen. Or Marauders. So I think actually having the cheap troops might help us out. God, the upkeep on them is super cheap, though. That's really nice. So we're building while encamped. That's sweet to me. I'm curious how actually, like, having mobile units like that would actually work. No, the Red Eye. What are you doing? We're just friendly Chaos Warriors. Oh yeah, this area is getting corrupted to hell. And yet they still have plus 17 happiness. Recruiting shortage. There's a distinct lack of ability wanted by us to join your forces on ongoing wars. Your oppressors, gangers, recruiters, or straight up kidnappers are struggling to find volunteers. It's not like they're expensive to begin with. And let's see, you already did that, so let's go ahead and change this to rating. Actually, no, how does recruiting sound? I just wish their units had more armor. They're so weak. And both of these guys are ranged too. These guys have better melee defense stuff, so they can brawl a little better. 140, so yikes. So we need to get rid of one of those guys and get another Marauder. And that'll be the max we can actually get. Otherwise, we'll lose money. Well, it is low tier. True, true. So actually, the starting conditions are actually kind of hard. They're just going to leave this land even though they have more warriors than us. We're not that powerful. Well, I'm getting tired, so good night. Well, thank you for stopping by, Wet Night. I know, it wasn't very interesting in watching this. You said it's become a race, claims by Corn. Non-aggression pack, so they want to be with us. We work together. It's like they had the whole thing actually positive out. And the rats are actually more powerful than us too. And we're steadfast too. Ooh. I mean, sure, why not? I really don't care about you. They didn't want me to kill us, so fine. We'll deal with that, little rats. So now we get better loot income-wise. And we still can't get that extra research. Jesus, okay. Rating then, give us money. I wish you couldn't keep this income while actually recruiting too. I guess it makes sense. You can't really burn a village and then ask for... Actually, wait, you can do that. That'd be like right on the money. So if we just stay in this rating stance forever, we'll be fine. Oh god, they're already back. Here, what if I slowly march to Fort Ostrusk? It'll take me like a good solid 5 to 10 turns to even get there. And yet I can't move. This is the only place I could earn money. You can't see me. And here we go. Ooh, good, that horde growth. Keep that going. So right now we're at 6 per turn. So our population surplus is actually going to be going up pretty nicely. It's actually strange how cheap we can make these troops already. The fact we can have a troop that's 50 gold per turn. Like, we'd be paying them half a coin per person for a year's worth of wages. That's pretty damn intense. Loving that. Let's take a look here. So this fort looks like it's prime for us to take. Ooh, and we get what? Oh, 800 gold. For sacking it. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going for those guys. Those ones seem like they could actually possibly kill us. You know what actually be kind of useful if we could get a... How would I say? Not a base or a faction. But how much would another lord cost us? That's what we could use right now. Just need one more, we can get it. Oh! That melee attack, that's nice. A permanent 5 boost on all units. If only there was one that could make them cheaper. Even cheaper than 50 gold per turn. Look at that, the Kislev are not following us at all. They're just letting the rats sit here and multiply. As soon as I sack this place, the Kislev are kind of screwed. Look at that, why the hell are they so passive? This is very hard. Oh, that's right, we're Chaos Warriors. That's right. We're Chaos Warriors. And the thing is, the AI has something built into it that makes you specifically not targeted. They will ignore you at all costs if you're the Chaos Warriors. And I don't know why that's the case. Yeah, let's go ahead and auto-complete this. We're gonna win. Oh yeah, give me that loot. And give me that 6 grand. Ooh my god. That's some money. And give that Traps of Chaos. Beautiful. So then what else? Now that we have all this extra money, what buildings can we purchase? Minus 30 upkeep for all these Marauder units. So right now we have all these Marauders. These are Marauders. And the Chaos Hounds. So a good solid half our army is Marauders. So it wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Let's try that. It only takes us 1 turn to recruit it too. So that's perfect. Like, how does that happen? Do we just summon in from a new plane, or do we just conjure it up? Is that what we do? Yeah. You're too late. Are you guys actually going to attack us now? Because I'm just going to go to Fort Strogoff and do that. Look at that. Even with sacking the settlement and getting minus 10 per turn, they're still getting 8 happiness. Holy shit. That's something. Yeah, you can't stop us. Ooh, yeah, we kind of need to stay here and actually gain back our strength. You're lucky I can't attack you right now. Let's see. We're right next to their garrison. Will they have the balls to attack us? That is what I want to see. Is this AI going to be so passive it won't do with an easy win like this? I'm sitting here recovering next to your base. Kill me. Yes. And abuse him with fire damage. Let's try this. I want to see how this works. Yeah, I can definitely see the Chaos Warriors as not being as interesting. I'm definitely not enjoying them as a traditional faction. The traditional factions are a lot better than the Chaos factions. The Hordes are kind of interesting. For one, I don't like being Chaos, but at the same time, I don't like not having a base. Makes me feel like all the progress I'm doing is just kind of like fruitless. Oh, here we got a bunch of those units. I'm not used to dealing with just... Oh, wait, God, we have no archer units, too. All we have is a bunch of cavalry and monster units. And one, like, dragon unit, too. And the winds are already highly favorable to us. Ooh, and we get a fireball spell already. I'll take that shit. We can just cast this shit left and right. Yeah, how about we just like sit here and wait for them to come for us? And we'll have the marauders just sit there and butcher them. They're doing nice though, guys. You just keep moving to the other side. You can just wait for them to get here. Ooh, we got distance on that. Alright, let's speed this up. Oh, they're still fresh. Beautiful. Do these guys actually suffer like... How would I say... Stamina loss? Would that be the word? The bird shall rule. Oh yeah, I can just sit here and cast Fireball until they grow a pair. Are they just gonna sit here and try to go after my cavalry units? How do you win with no archers? This is kind of sketch. All we have is a fireball spell. It's working though. I mean, we can nearly cast it unlimited. Ooh, you just have the puppies go for them too. Oh, beautiful. And the cavalry horsemen are just doing their cheeky little thing. Hell Cannon, I am not sure what you're doing. But just sit there and defend that position. We can get them... Why does their cannon just look like a fleshlight? What is that design? It legitimately just looks like a fleshlight. Oh my god. The Hell Cannon though is stupidly good. Go on, bird. Kill him. And the enemy lord's already gone. That's fine, my lord's good. You can't break my units. I command you to sit here and fight, even if it's pointless. Even if we have a very low success chance right now. Stop miscasting, you puss. Throw. I think that hurt my units the most. Yeah, I think we win. I think we just might rout them, to be honest. At this point, we're just doing so much just miscellaneous chaos that it's just kind of working in our favor. And the dogs have already managed to come back already. Beautiful. And another fireball to go on top of that Hell Cannon shot. If it wasn't for the spear units, we'd be working beautifully right now. No, the Hell Cannon, don't die. Oh, and I love the flying unit. Oh, that's hilarious. You can sit there and actually charge at them. That's beautiful. These giants have managed to not be shaken by all the stupid shit yet. That's beautiful. No, don't be wiped out. Yes, giant bird. No, they broke the cannon. I thought the cannon was unbreakable. It's a load of horse shit. Can we actually win this, though? Just take him out, then. I doubt they can win against your actual cavalry skills here. There we go. And the bird's already enraged. Go, my dragon! Or manticore. Same shit. I actually don't know what the difference is, because they both seem like they're just large, heavy units. And they don't have their lord anymore, which actually blows my mind. Alright, hell cannons, get out of here. I don't want to lose that unit. That thing's too precious to me. And we're regenerating no more charge here. Or no more magicka. Take him out, Berties. Alright, God, these guys just keep on coming back, routing, coming back, routing. Alright, have any of you actually come to stay around at this time? They don't seem to be dealing with ranged troops very well. Which makes sense, because we don't have any ranged troops of our own. Come back, y'all. And fight after them, fly. Oh, if we win this shit. If we win this, we win this. Oh my god. Just from having our bird captain fly around. Hey, look at that, he's killed over 200 units himself in melee as a mage. God. And the Marauders actually have decent brawling capacity. Give me that money. And just sacrifice it for extra money. And we'll actually get the extra replenishment next turn, so that's not that bad. The fact we won. The thing is, I still couldn't autocomplete the battle because I would still get screwed. Oh yeah, the rats are definitely going to win that battle. God, 3 armies of 20 already? Clear skies. Nice. So now we have a lot cheaper situations. Now that all of our guys have died. Oh look, finally some cavalry with armor. But god, they have no HP. Yeah, I don't mind these guys. They're kind of cool, but not really my shtick. Not a big fan of the horde thing. It just seems so, like, repetitive, and there's not really a whole lot of complexity to it either. And it's a lot of slow progression, too. So I'm not terribly keen on that.
Summon the Elector Counts.
Which makes sense, considering it's not meant to be played in the campaign, so I can understand why the play experience would be a lot more shitty. Although I'm curious, these guys look like they actually have a campaign with them, so I'm not sure why these guys are with us. We have Chaos Beasts. We can actually take them, which is actually kind of nice. So these just like kind of like humans that turn themselves into Chaos Beasts. Is that what I'm gathering here? Oh yeah, look at this. We can actually become the Norska. Few powerful units, but early and fast veteran recruiting, and no public order. Damn. That's bullshit. So the public has no opinion on politics? God, that sounds so easy. Nice. Maybe we should try next at these guys.
And honor.
The chivalrous guys. The faction unlocker is a cool idea, but I think I'll just turn that off for now. Just to prevent issues. So let me actually go ahead and just disable these mods real quickly. Because while it's cool, at the same time it's just pointless, because the things don't seem to be actually working as good as they can. So your files, subscribed to items. The modding framework, I will just keep the modding framework in there just in case. And get rid of them. And I think that's it. Everything else is reskin mods. So it just makes everything look cooler. Yeah, most of my mods are actually just visual things. They don't really seem to be actually affecting gameplay. Only a few things actually affect gameplay, and that's just for the factions that are not properly implemented. Here we go. See, this actually works now without the two mods in here. Yes, I know mods are on. Took them out though, so it shouldn't be that an issue. Because theoretically, unsubscribing from an item in Steam removes the mod files from your folder, so it shouldn't actually affect anything. I don't know, we'll take a look here. Hopefully those random factions are now out of here. So,
We must preserve this world.
here we go.
King of Bretonia.
Lewin starts with all knightly vows unlocked. Interesting.
Protector of the realm.
With the knight's vow unlocked. Okay. Extra income from tariffs, not bad. Extra recruitments from paladins. That wouldn't be that bad either. Plus 10 chivalry, I don't know what the hell that means. Knights of the Realm and Footsquire units are nice and cheap. What about you?
Deem your quest worthy.
You know, yeah, these things actually look pretty damn sweet. And they'll have their own little passive units that actually manage to cause fear.
I am the blood of Gilles.
And royal hippogriffs. Ooh. These guys actually look pretty sweet. I'm not sure how the chivalry mechanic works.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Well, the thing is, you look like every other generic general, apparently.
Who calls?
Doesn't seem like the orcs are actually going to be hard. And I'm not actually a big fan of the vampire factions. But let's see, who is actually worth getting DLC for? Yeah, a lot of these factions just have an extra lord attached to them. Except for this one, which creates an entirely new race. But I just don't want to pay $19 for one faction with 2 lords. What else may conquer any region on the map? Well, of course, any faction can do that, to be honest. With deep specialization skills. Only 2 lord types, so that's kind of interesting. 3 heroes is kind of nice. Comprehensive Wood Elves army roster, which I actually heard is a counter to what it actually means, since there's really only archers in the Wood Elves. There are unique monsters, heroes, magics, and game features. We'll see about that. Metacritic gave it a 76. That's actually not that good. 76 is still a C. A very short campaign is somewhat frustrating, so I never recommend it. I only pick this if you play a lot of multiplayer battles and enjoy Mickle Forces armies. And apparently their economy is lame. You also lose Amber if you lose the outpost. Oh god. So even with this huge, well-made faction, it looks like it's actually not properly implemented. Interesting.
Champion of the lady.
Alright, let's try this then.
Blessings.
Which one? Let's try this.
And honor.
My reputation precedes me.
I like the idea of this guy.
Lady's ready.
I never fail.
Warrior King.
I like the high initial challenge, but I also hate cavalry.
Champion of the lady.
Let's try this one. Let's see what this is all about. Vampires, greenskins, and the beastmen are like our to run from the fields when the king off the north code that lion-hearted charges of the fray, top as no for Hippogriff, Bequist, for their doom is surely at hand. Wearing the blessed crown of Bretonia and wielding the legendary sword of Kiran, forged from the exquisite Bretonian sovereign.
Greetings to you, benevolent Royak. Blessed is your rule over Bretonia. Yet darkness spreads from abroad and threatens your kingdom. The threat is real.
It must be faced.
To the east, the greedy merchant princes of Marienburg conspire to consolidate their riches. Observe,
so we have like
much
pirates?
wealth flows into Marienburg, but very little emerges. Further south, in the Grey Mountains, greenskins and dwarfs vie for control of the peaks. Whoever wins may yet cause trouble for you, my lord. Beyond,
yeah, the dwarves are fine.
Those in their mysterious forest protect their homes, whilst at the coast, the Duke of Bordello is as unpredictable as the roiling sea, and as secretive as the watery depths. Elsewhere, the
vampires will probably want to get rid of as soon as humanly possible.
Mortal men. The bickering dukedoms ignore the looming threat, and so it falls to you to act, my liege.
The starting conditions are not that bad, but we could easily get pinched on any side.
Raise your banner, King Leoncoeur, and drive this evil from the world.
In the lady's blessed name. Victor Son of Relax benefits are conferred on Bretonian factions as their chivalry increases. At times to assist the defense of the realm peasants. We need to be dressed into life, finding the fields, doing something cause income to suffer, though, however.
My lord,
Okay.
the Dukes of Britonia have resided under a chivalrous code for many years. Honor this tradition, build upon the great foundations of Gilles le Breton, and lead the knightly orders forward to glory.
So, like, do you get the chivalry through axe? Okay. So does attacking count? Obtain 800 chivalry. So if you just get max chivalry, you get a lot of good stuff, though. Jesus. It's mostly recruiting units, though. And we start off with a captured settlement already. Ooh, nice. With ports, too. So what could we actually get here? Construction rate and building would be nice. Assuming we have a way to deal with that. With outbursts from peasants. We get growth. Oh yeah, fields. Okay. Sellers, that's not that bad. So the economy seems a little bit more complex, too. A brothel. It costs chivalry. A tap room, okay. So I guess we can start building this in the next turn, but we can't build it right now. It's strange, because the fields with dwarves gave us actual just pure growth as opposed to actual income. Which actually made no sense to me, because I feel like if you're producing barley for beer, other places would vie for that. The building chains, though, is quite linear here. It's only just two things. You either get melee units with, I think... No, do we not get archers? Flying cavalry, where the fuck that means. Do we seriously not get archers here? We get trebuchets. Grail Guardians, which is cavalry. Sword infantry. Damsels are mages. Support infantry, magical aura. So at least that makes sense. But seriously, all we get is foot troops and cavalry. Do we get archers at least? Tell me we get archers. We do, okay. Where the hell's the rest of them then? Do we only get tier 1 archers? And of course they'll have poor leadership. God, they all have poor leadership. So they're a lot less, I would say, not stoic, but they're definitely shit. Gods. That's not going to help us out a lot. Okay, so... Oh, God. Oh, okay. So interesting. We get our archers from the fields. But we seriously only have tier 1 archers, and that's it. And I'm not terribly keen on this, because it seems like this will fuck over farms a lot. Instead of just getting a windmill. Interesting. So getting a seller seems like it'd be worth it next turn, so... Really, I mean... God, I don't want to do a pox shelter, though. 2 grand to get 10 growth is not worth it. Yeah, let's just do resources.
King of Bretonia.
And I'm guessing they want us to attack this.
Smite them.
Yeah, let's talk them out.
I shall prevail.
Doesn't even seem like he has a large army too. Yeah, we're just gonna eviscerate them. Like one cavalry unit kills over 260. Thank God. A big old redemption. Does that give us chivalry too? Your deeds are noble and glorious. Battles have attracted the Fae, the ancient lady who has seen fit to bless you with her favor as a reward for your heroism to shine now with the newfound radiance. Alright, so we got the blessing. What does that do for us then? So you get extra resistance. 20. That's actually not that bad. Oh, okay. So, greatly reduced. That's just all the vows do, is just give us reduced income for... Okay. That's nice and cheap then. And you know what? I don't know, do you have, by any chance... Nah, these are not really terribly good. I know you get better upkeep, but I'm not terribly keen on that. Let's get the Inspiring Presence next, to be honest. That seems more useful. Are these orcs?
By the light of the lady. Hold true.
Let's fix these guys out of here, because I'm not terribly keen on them expanding their empire. Oh yeah, that's right. You cleanse corruption and let's see, do you do spells? Let's take a look here. What's your spell tree like? So you get, you know, reduced speed for those guys. You got any healing by any chance? Got a lot of damage, which I don't mind. It's a lot of damage. So she'd be good at killing people. Which, yeah, you know what? Stick with him.
You seek counsel.
Why not? We need it.
I am
Extra troops help. Ooh, okay, what do we got here? The Chivalrous Code. Which just gives us 5 chivalry up front, I think? Or is that chivalry per turn? Ah, okay. I definitely don't have a lot of good... Yeah, so this just basically makes us earn more rewards for killing certain factions. And we have to do these heraldry things to actually enable Confederation. So we can actually... Oh! So we just simply research these things and then you get free confederations. That seems kind of bold, to be honest. Let's get that extra economic boom, though. These guys are actually not that interesting. That's strange. I was impressed with the dwarves and their complexity for the most part, and their troop diversity. Except, you know, lacking cavalry and shock troops like that, even though you still like gyrocopters. But I mean, other than that, they still did pretty damn well. And all the other factions in the new game have diverse armies. Go back to the first game, especially with the Mortal Empires campaign, holy shit! Some of these factions are so one-dimensional. I'm actually kind of baffled. So I have to raise a greenskin settlement.
Champion of the lady.
Ah, so this thing.
To glory.
And we win. Except all the peasants died. That's fine. Let's go ahead and raise it. We'll take it for ourselves. This will belong to us. Which gives us chivalry. And then we can take this ourselves. Nice, that's what I want to do. And on top of that, we don't deal with any of the population issues either.
My blade is ready.
And we just have this guy stay here for a hot second. Ooh, look at those peasants. Meat shield. Oh my god. These units are pretty damn bad. The upkeep on them is at least nice and cheap. God, you guys have some crap tier armies. Jesus. We definitely do need to keep these peasants up here. Yeah, this is what we need, the low-born militia. We need that, like, immediately. Legendary Knight. At least we definitely got an extra bit of chivalry here, so at least we can try to get that like extra bonus. It just looks like something you can spend and earn, but it just encourages you to do one thing over and over until you get up to the max level. Yeah, bye. The faction is gone. Alright, so now we get our growth back. And the colony is no longer pissed. Hey, nice armor too. The Scourger kind of has been invited by our enemies to the scaling. Oh, well, they're not even going to come for us. We're across the seas. Doubt they're that ballsy. Alright, take a look here. What do you got? Ooh, good. Lordborn Militia. So we'll be right back then.
Strength and honor.
Yeah, we no longer have that good of an army here. So you guys need to come over here for a hot second. They better not take that place from us. Because I need to get some new troops. Yeah, here we go. There we go. Just get that up.
You seek the lady's favor.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get you up. What do you got? I don't really want the specialist shenanigans. The scouting seems nice. Harmonic convergence, though, seems even better. Especially for that peasant army we have. Oh my god. We so need that. As soon as we can get healing in our army, that would be the best. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not terribly keen on this. They seem to really develop the cavalry in this faction. But they extremely underdeveloped everything else. Yeah, there's really nothing else we can lose with the gamble here. Nice. Oh, ready to lose. Yeah, they know what the hell is going to happen. Oh, we have flying troops? What? If omitted. Whoops! You guys better move. I did not mean to do that to you guys. Get your ass moving. Completely forgot about them. So let's try these cavalry guys. the overly thick French accent is kind of obnoxious, to be fair. If you're gonna be that thick. Hopefully this guy can definitely stay there and defend the front line while we have the cavalry barge in from the sides. Hey, see, look, they got proper swordsmen.
We are ready.
Pegasus Knights are good.
Show us the foe.
And the artillery is slow as shit, too. You just take a nice leisure walk, you know. Not like you guys are going to be swarmed at any point in time. Alright. Just keep going back there. And look at that, the pistol guys are just running away as soon as humanly possible. Hopefully that helps them. I don't want them to die too quickly. Oh god, they just instantly rout. And just keep charging them. They'll die soon enough. I do love the Pegasus units, they're quite good. It's obnoxious that the pistol units are at the same speed as those guys. A lance formation, get charge speed, acceleration, deacceleration. Oh, it doesn't even work. Alright, so you guys need to come down here then and have the archers help you out. Loaded, my lord. Yeah, save this cavalry from the pistolers that are just blocking these guys. The Lord's doing the work. He got him. Alright, I think he's good. And he's managed to kill the sword units at this point. So I'm proud of him. Those guys are broken too. Good. So hide away, lords. I'm not sure why you're doing that weird positioning. Oh god, they regrouped again. Yeah, so go ahead and take a nap. Yeah, horse definitely needs it. The resistance does help a lot. That's kind of obnoxious. Just cavalry units. Definitely only encourages a very select amount of playstyles. And with the limited amount of options for land-based units for dwarves, at least there was something. Just go ahead and rest there for a hot second. Hopefully he can actually improve. He's just getting spooked by the artillery. Alright, let's have all of our main guys go ahead and charge. Even our lord. Run after him. Take him down. The only thing I'm worried about is the artillery bashing him accidentally. And there's his actual lord. Oh, collector. Alright, just stack them up there, see if that helps. I got even more pistoler units. You guys stay nice and guarded.
What do you mean? Fail trebuchet! Fire! Knights of the Realm! Glory calls!
Beautiful, they got it, they got it, come on. Time.
The lady wills it! Show us the foe! Swiftly! With haste!
So we want to do this lancing charge as soon as humanly possible. And then we want to give her a spell as fast as humanly possible. Okay, okay. Keep that spell up. Probably should have gave that cavalry arch or something. Got even got more pistolers. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I'm just getting bored with that faction, and I'm actually playing this game. That's something. I mean, you know what? If I'm getting bored at this point, then I know most of you guys are getting bored at this point, so I think we'll just call it here at that point. I don't understand why. I only enjoyed playing the dwarves. The chivalrous faction that I thought I would actually kind of like because of their weird, unique mechanics. I mean, they just had such poor troop diversity that it made it borderline unplayable. On top of that, their economy and building structures is shit too. I mean, it feels like they really put a 5-cent effort in developing that. They went for the aesthetics and then dropped everything else. Yeah, what's mechanics? Like, that's a fucking thing. It's kind of a joke. Even the Wood Elves look like they were a joke themselves. The buildings that I could actually build for them didn't look like they were that advanced either. Especially considering it was, what, nearly $20 for that DLC? Yeah, more like $5. That definitely does not deserve it. Their factions from the second game, though, are so much better. I can see why it would feel like a different game entirely, but you also have to consider they have this game, they have these factions already in. So I'm not sure what the hell they're doing. Not a big fan of this, but whatever. We'll see them next time. Hopefully they can actually, like, improve those factions later on. Would love to see what they could actually do with them. If they actually could actually get the full development time around it. Sure, they might have to, like, maybe ask, like, hey, you can buy the upgraded Dwarven packs so that we can justify developing time into this, or if they could just develop it outright and make people want to buy the first game more now. That would I see would be a little bit more of a nice thing. But I'm not sure how they're going to implement the Norska factions better. But actually, you know what? That could probably be a reason why they do better work on their DLC factions, and then they're going to do shit work on the ones that came with the base game, because the base game barely earns them any profit. It's the DLC that gets them that ching-ching. I don't know. That's just my opinions, but we'll deal with that another day. So I want to thank you all for joining me this evening. If you enjoyed what you enjoyed, consider follow. Yes, it'd be very nice. Other than that, there's social media links down below if that's your thing. Discord if you want to join the community, and really, other than that, start a campaign against titty streamers today.